Have you ever wondered why Japan, a country with high living costs, still has one of the highest savings rates in the world? In most places, people chase higher salaries. In Japan, people chase better money habits. They don't just save money, they make every yen work with purpose. The difference isn't income, it's mindset. In Japan, managing money isn't just a skill, it's a cultural value, a form of respect, a quiet strength. Let's start with where this discipline begins. It begins early. In school, children are taught to respect resources. They finish their meals. They turn off lights. They clean their classrooms. They learn that waste is not just careless, it's wrong. This belief is rooted in something deeper, mottainai. Mottainai means don't waste what still has value. It applies to food, to time, to money. If you throw something away that could still be used, it's seen as shameful. This changes how people think before spending. Before buying something, they ask, do I really need this? If it's not necessary, it stays on the shelf. Now combine that with Kaizen. Kaizen means small, continuous improvement. Kaizen means small, continuous improvement. It's not about big leaps. It's about daily tweaks. Turning off appliances, cooking instead of eating out, using public transport, saving a little every day. Over time, it builds momentum. Financial health isn't built overnight. It's built with thousands of small choices. Take an average Japanese worker. He doesn't drive a flashy car. He doesn't eat out 5 days a week, but he quietly saves 20 to 30% of his salary. Not by accident, by habit, by design. Even elderly citizens follow this pattern. Many retirees have no debt. They live simply. They grow their own vegetables. They reuse packaging. They track expenses by hand. This isn't poverty. It's clarity. You don't need more. You just need enough. And you need to treat that enough with care. There's also a cultural pressure not to be a burden. Japanese parents raise children to be financially responsible. Being dependent on others financially is seen as failure. This creates motivation to plan, to save, to be self-sufficient, not because someone told them to, but because it's part of their identity. This kind of mindset is rare elsewhere. In many countries, success means showing off. In Japan, success means stability. It means peace of mind. You don't brag about money. You build it quietly. Now think about this. What would change if your goal wasn't to earn more, but to spend better? What if waste felt wrong, not just expensive? What if saving wasn't hard, but natural? That shift in thinking is where freedom begins. And it's just the beginning. Because Japan doesn't stop at mindset. They turn that mindset into a system, and that system starts with a notebook. Over a century ago, Japan's first female journalist introduced a tool that would quietly change how families manage money. It's called Kakeibo, a handwritten household ledger. No apps, no spreadsheets, just pen and paper. But this isn't about being old-fashioned. It's about being mindful. When you write down your income and expenses, something changes. You see your habits. You spot your leaks. You make better choices. Kakeibo asks 4 simple questions each month. How much money do you have? How much do you want to save? How much are you spending? How can you improve? That's it. But the results are powerful. Start by writing your monthly income. Then subtract your fixed expenses, rent, utilities, transportation, groceries. What's left is your spending potential. From there, you divide your spending into 4 buckets. Needs, wants, culture, unexpected. Needs are survival, food, housing, water. Wants are comforts, restaurants, clothes, gadgets. Culture is growth, books, hobbies, learning. Unexpected is safety, medical bills, repairs. At the end of the month, you reflect. Did you stick to your plan? Where did money slip away? What will you change next month? That reflection is the difference. Apps calculate. Kakeibo teaches. When people write by hand, they connect with the numbers. They pause before purchases. They learn self-control. Take a single mother in Osaka. She used Kakeibo to pay off 2 million yen in debt in 3 years. No raise, no bonus, just handwritten awareness. Or a university student living alone. By tracking expenses weekly, she noticed she spent more on coffee than textbooks. She didn't quit coffee, she just stopped buying it out of habit. This is the power of visibility. When your spending is visible, your decisions improve. You stop drifting. You start directing. Many Japanese families save 20 to 30% of their income just by doing this. Not because they earn more, because they know where their money goes. This method doesn't feel restrictive. It feels freeing. You aren't guessing, you're choosing. You don't need fancy tools. We need a notebook and a reason. If you know why you're saving, the how becomes easy. The passive path isn't about complicated systems. It's about clarity, and Kakeibo is the clearest budgeting tool. Most people have never tried. Try it for a month. Track by hand. Watch what happens. Because after you build awareness, you'll need structure. And Japan has that too. In many Japanese households, one person runs the finances. Not a banker, not a financial advisor. It's the housewife. Known as the Shufu, she isn't just budgeting. She's the chief financial officer of the home. The Shufu model is simple. The husband brings in the salary. The wife manages it. Every yen has a purpose. Every bill has a plan. And every week has a budget. The husband receives a fixed allowance called otoshidama. The rest goes into structured spending and savings. No surprises, no overspending, no financial stress. This isn't about control. It's about stability. It's about assigning roles and trusting the system. Most Shufu use a cash-based envelope system. Each envelope represents a spending category. Food, utilities, transport, entertainment, savings, emergency. Cash is divided and placed into each envelope at the start of the month. If the envelope runs empty, that category is done until next month. No credit cards, no overdrawn accounts, just physical limits that keep spending in check. A Tokyo family of 4 lives this way. They earn the equivalent of a modest Western salary. But they save 25% each month. Because their money has structure, the envelopes give them peace of mind. They don't argue over unexpected costs. They plan for them. This structure also reduces emotional spending. You're not guessing if you can afford something. You already know. You've already decided. The result? More savings, less stress, more unity at home. Even leisure spending is budgeted in advance. So when the family goes out for sushi or buys a toy, there's no guilt. Because it's already been planned. This is what financial clarity looks like. It's not flashy. It's not complex. It just works. The passive path follows the same principle. Simplify, separate, stay consistent. Because freedom doesn't come from how much you earn. It comes from how well you manage what you have. And in Japan, management is an art. Even frugality feels like luxury. In Japan, living simply doesn't mean living poorly. It means living wisely. Frugality is not seen as sacrifice, it's seen as freedom. And it often feels like a quiet form of luxury. People don't chase excess, they choose quality. They choose intention. Instead of buying more, they buy better. This mindset is everywhere. At the dinner table, in the wardrobe, even in daily routines. Take batch cooking. Many Japanese households prepare meals in advance. Rice is cooked in large quantities. Vegetables are chopped for the week. Meats are portioned and frozen. This saves time. It reduces waste. It lowers grocery bills. It also makes home-cooked meals the default, not the exception. Another habit is shopping late in the day. Supermarkets mark down fresh items in the evening. Many families shop during this window. They get the same quality at a lower price. This one change can reduce food costs by 20% or more each month. Energy saving is another quiet habit. Short showers, LED lights. Short showers, LED lights, unplugging devices, using natural light during the day. Homes are designed to conserve, not consume. And that mindset extends to material things. Secondhand shopping is common, not out of need. Used electronics, pre-owned furniture, thrifted clothes. People take pride in giving things a second life. Shops like Book Off and Mercari are full of like-new items. Half the cost, same function, less waste, less regret. Even their version of minimalism has a unique twist. It's not about owning as little as possible. It's about owning what matters. Inspired by the KonMari method, people ask one question. Does this item serve me? If not, it's gone. This avoids clutter. It avoids impulse buying. It keeps both homes and minds clear. One Tokyo woman shared her system. She spends only on things that align with her values: food, health, learning. She skips fashion trends. She ignores seasonal sales. She saves 40% of her income, and she doesn't feel deprived. She feels calm. This is the power of deliberate spending. It's not about cutting joy. It's about cutting noise. You still enjoy life, but you enjoy it on your terms. The passive path celebrates this kind of lifestyle. Intentional, simple, free from clutter, both physical and financial. Because the goal isn't to have more, it's to need less, and to feel rich by design. In many places, wealth is loud. In Japan, wealth is silent. Luxury cars, designer bags, oversized homes. You won't see much of that, even among millionaires. Because in Japan, real wealth doesn't need to be seen. It needs to be safe. The word is hikikomagane. It means keeping wealth private. This isn't about secrecy. It's about security. Flash invites judgment. Silence invites peace. Financial stability matters more than status. That's why many wealthy Japanese live modestly. They focus on being secure, not appearing successful. Their investments reflect this. Instead of chasing fast gains, they choose slow growth. Government bonds, savings accounts, low-risk mutual funds, rental properties with steady income. They play the long game. It's not exciting, but it works. A man in Kyoto quietly retired at 45. He lived in the same apartment for 20 years. He invested in real estate and bonds. He never posted about it. He never looked rich. But he was free. This mindset is spreading among younger generations. More people are following FIRE, financial independence, retire early. They save aggressively, live simply, invest wisely. Their goal isn't to escape work. It's to escape financial pressure. They want choices, time, peace, not things. They know that wealth is not what you wear, it's what you keep. And what keeps you calm. One office worker in Sapporo earns an average salary, but she saves over 50% of it. She bikes to work. She brings lunch from home. She invests in index funds and lives in a small apartment. She plans to retire by 42. This isn't a fantasy. It's a formula. Spend less than you earn. Invest the difference. Ignore the noise. Focus on the future. The passive path is about that formula. Quiet habits, consistent choices, long-term results. You don't need to show your success. You just need to own it. And Japan proves that loud money fades. But quiet money lasts. Japan has mastered the art of saying no to consumerism, new gadgets, fast fashion, trendy lifestyle upgrades. They don't chase them. They question them. The average Japanese shopper asks one simple question before buying. Do I need this? Not want, need. This habit isn't about minimalism. It's about intention. Homes are smaller. Storage is limited. Every item must justify its space. This naturally prevents clutter, and it reduces spending. Many professionals wear simple office attire. Some wear uniforms. This removes pressure to keep up with fashion. No designer brands. No outfit anxiety. No endless shopping. Just practicality. This habit saves thousands over the years. Marketing loses power when people are clear about their needs. People wait for sales. They compare prices. They buy secondhand. They repair instead of replace. And they take pride in doing so. A man in Nagoya owns the same winter coat for 8 years. It still looks good. Still works. No reason to replace it. Another family shares one car. They bike. They walk. They use public transport. It's not about sacrifice. It's about priorities. They value time over traffic, savings over symbols. A woman in Osaka uses the same flip phone from 10 years ago. No apps, no distractions, no pressure, and she saves over $100 a month compared to smartphone users. Every choice adds up. These aren't extreme decisions. They're normal habits in Japan. Habits that build freedom over time. Consumerism thrives on impulse. Japan responds with discipline. You don't need to reject everything. Just rethink why you want it. The passive path encourages this mindset. Don't spend out of boredom. Don't buy for approval. Don't upgrade just because someone else did. Buy because it fits your values. Spend because it serves your life, not because it fills a moment. Real control isn't about restriction, it's about clarity. And Japan shows us that clarity can save more than money. It can save peace. You don't need to live in Japan to use these habits. You can build them anywhere. Start with visibility. Track your expenses by hand for 30 days. Write down what you earn, what you spend, what you keep. Use the 4-category system: needs, wants, culture, unexpected. Be honest. Don't judge yourself, just observe. Next, give every dollar a job. Use envelopes or digital categories. Separate your money before you spend it. Assign limits. Stick to them. Let your spending follow your plan, not your mood. Then simplify your space. Clear out what you don't use. Sell it, donate it, trash it. Keep only what supports your current life. Next, set a savings target. Not a vague wish. A number. 10%, 20%, whatever fits your situation. Make it automatic. Make it non-negotiable. Even small amounts grow. Now, look at your routines. Do you cook at home? Do you bring lunch? Do you compare prices? Can you swap a paid habit for a free one? These changes aren't painful. They're powerful. They give you leverage. You start to feel in control. You realize how much money used to leak away, and you stop that leak. Last, shift your identity. Don't think of yourself as someone trying to save. See yourself as someone who lives with purpose. This change matters because behavior follows belief. When you believe you are intentional, your actions align. And the results multiply. This is how financial peace begins. Not with more income, but with more intention. The passive path is about that shift, from pressure to peace, from noise to clarity, from chasing more to mastering enough. And once you begin, you won't want to stop, because control feels better than chaos, direction feels better than distraction, and freedom feels better than stress. Start small. Start today. Let your money follow your values. If you made it this far, you already know building wealth isn't about luck. It's about mindset. It's about small habits repeated over time. And it's about choosing peace over pressure. What Japan teaches us is simple. You don't need more money. You need better habits. You don't need more stuff. You need more clarity. If this video gave you even one idea to try, take that step today. Try the envelope system. Track your spending by hand. Simplify one part of your life. That's how you start walking the passive path. And if you found value in this, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more ideas like this. Comment below with the habit you're going to try first. And share this with someone you care about, because financial freedom is better when it's shared. Good luck with your journey. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.